Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful flower charm for your bags. Any accessories, as an accessory you can use it. I've used beads for the middle of the flower. You need 6 beads. The wooden beads, I've bought them from Dollarama. You can purchase them on Amazon also. And I'm using a size 2mm hook because that size is easier to use for the beads. And for the petals, you can use size 4 after adding the beads. So 6 beads for the middle of the flower. So I'm gonna put the yarn through the beads one by one, all 6, and then at the end I'm just gonna tie the yarn to make a circle. So one by one, as you can see, I'm using size 2mm because that can go through the hole inside the beads. So 6 altogether. For other flowers I've used 5. Also, you have the option of making a smaller flower using 5 petals. Then for that you can use 5 beads. This one I'm using 6, so all 6 through, and now I'm gonna tie the ends and then make a circle. Yep, and there you have your the middle of the flower ready. Adjust it, and yes, you have the circle ready. 6 petals. We're gonna work 6 petals around the beads. So you're gonna start, you can use the same size or go upper and then use size 4. Here I'm using size 4. So bring the yarn, pull it through between the beads, 1 chain, and then around each beads we're gonna make 5 chains and a single crochet between the beads. So now single crochet, I'm going to show you again. So we start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains, go in between the beads and make a single crochet. And then again you repeat all around each bead. You're gonna have 5 chains and a single crochet in between. So 5 chains and a single crochet all around. So here's the final look of the first row. Now that we have finished that row, we're gonna start working inside that space, the chain space. We're gonna make the petals. We're gonna do 1 single crochet and then 4 double crochets for each petal. As you can see, inside those chain spaces we created. So 1 double crochet and 1 single crochet and 4 double crochets, and then 1 single crochet, and that 1 stitch, the single crochet space, we go in and do a slip stitch. That's 1 petal, and then we can start the next petal, 1 single crochet and 4 double crochets, 1 double crochet 2, 3, and 4 double crochets, and then 1 single crochet at the end, and slip stitch inside that the stitch, single crochet stitch from the previous row. And then again repeat 1 single crochet, 4 double crochets. This is how you're creating the petals. 2, 3, and 4, and single crochet and a slip stitch into that single crochet stitch from the previous row. So that's how your petals are being made. You just do all the petals all around the flower. We'll have 6 petals, and I'll see you at the end. And here is the last petal we're working on, and then at the end slip stitch and finish off this row. So this is the complete second row completed, and our 6 petals are done. Now we're going to work in between the petals. Working between the petals, insert your hook into the center between 2 beads and make 1 slip stitch. Now work around the edge of the next petal and make 1 slip stitch and 1 chain, 1 slip stitch and 1 chain. This adds a decorative edge around the petals. So 1 slip stitch and 1 chain, 1 slip stitch, and then we're going to go insert hook into the center between the 2 beads and then pull it and make a slip stitch. And then again around the petal we're going to do the edge, which is 1 slip stitch and 1 chain, 1 slip stitch, 1 chain, 1 slip stitch, 1 chain. Just repeat it all around the petal. Between the petals is the same again. As soon as you reach between your petals, you insert your hook in the center of the flower and pull it, make a slip stitch. And then the same thing around the petals, just repeat the same. It's just repeat the process around the entire flower. When you reach the space between the next 2 petals again, work 1 slip stitch into the center between the beads. This is how it's look like at the end. The final look to make the hanging loop. Depending on the length, you can make chains. For this one, I've made 30 chains. So 10, and then I'm gonna add more to make 30, and then make a loop, and then attach it to the first chain to make that loop. So I'm gonna size it just to make sure if that's what I want. I want it a bit longer, so I'm gonna add more chains. So depending on the size you want, you can make more chains, make it longer, make it shorter. So this one is total 30. And then I bring it and then attach it to the back of the flower, slip stitch, to the back. So, and now you can tie it or weave it in a few more times and make another slip stitch. So it's completely attached. Now I'm gonna cut the end of my yarn. I'm gonna make leave a little bit of the yarn for the center bead. So pull the yarn so the loop is secured and attached properly. And then you can see the extra yarn that we have from the beginning. So we're gonna tie. Usually do it twice, make a knot, and now the middle, you can cut the extra yarn, and then that leftover yarn we have, so we're going to use that to have that middle bead added. So I'm going to put the yarn through the beads, pull it through the bead, and then put it in the middle of the flower. So this is the front of our work, but I'm gonna attach it through the back so the yarn doesn't show. So secure it with just weaving it through the bottom of the flower and secure it. Just bring it through the bead again, pull it through the bead again, and then attach it. So you can see if it's not straight, you can just make sure it is straight and then attach it again. So here you're securing it tightly on the back of the flower and weave in the ends. Your beaded flower back charm is now complete. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and follow for more.